a number of environmental factors that we need to take into consideration. That Canada is a forested country. The area that we are going to is also known for the phenomenon of sandy oil fields. This fire has been ferocious, has been fierce. That's why it's been now called the beast. I don't think it's something that anybody, including the Canadians, including the Americans that are there now, including the other international firefighters, I don't think it's something that anybody would have experienced before. But what is important is the training, what has prepared us for this. And I think that's important. So I think our firefighters, obviously, first and foremost, when they do arrive in Fort McMurray today, I think for every firefighter, it's going to be, it's going to be an emotional moment, because there's a lot of devastation that the fire caused, a lot of damage to properties. That's something that we would not ordinarily have seen or experienced here in South Africa. So I think that's something that will probably, be much more closer to heart for them. But importantly, once they start working, I think the one area where we will be concentrating a lot on is what we call the underground fires. So our firefighters have been specifically prepared by our training academy, our Working on Fire Training Academy, as well as instructors from Canada, to work on those particular areas and to make sure that wherever the fire, there's still smoldering of smoke, that particular fires, what they call the underground fires, are put out. But I think, the next 24 to 48 hours is obviously critical, because that is, I think, for us to understand the devastation, but also to get working. The 301 firefighters and management, the firefighters, that's 294 in total. That's 14 teams of 21 firefighters per team. Our entire operation is our ground firefighting crews. We're not yet been asked to engage in aerial firefighting. So the 294 and then the management, that's part, our total resources in Canada at the moment are only going to concentrate on the fires on the ground. From the reports that we do have, they've put in extensive resources in terms of aerial firefighting. I mean, the number of helicopters, the number of fixed-wing water aircraft is phenomenal. I mean, I don't have the exact figures with me, but they have certainly put in a lot of effort in the air, but also on the ground. I think the total firefighters in Canada, including our crew, is now well over 2,000 firefighters in Canada. That's on the ground firefighters. I think from an aerial point of view, I don't have the exact numbers, but we're looking at 50 plus aircraft that have been and are being used in this particular efforts. So from where I'm sitting, it's both on the ground and in the air. The phenomenon of underground fires, that's something that only the crews on the ground can actually work on and put out.